Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thanks so much for stopping by. Definitely take a look around. Let me know what you think. Today we're going to be talking about Marvel Snap and the latest season, which includes Silver Surfer. Plus, I want to share my deck with you that I built with Silver Surfer that I'm having a lot of fun with. So we're going to go ahead and dive into that. But first, before we do, if you're just now finding this channel and you want to stay up to date with everything Marvel Gaming, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, and welcome back. So let's take a look at the season pass first. You know, one thing that I really like about Second Dinner and everybody who's involved in Marvel Snap is they continue to find ways to add value to the season pass. So as you can see, I've got all the season passes here. There's a few that I missed, but the most recent season pass has some additional benefits to, which I think is pretty cool. Now, the last one, I skipped November. I apologize for not getting videos out, but November was a complete bust. Just really busy at work, and then I ended up getting COVID at the end of November, and then it was just, I was miserable. So I have a lot of catching up to do, starting with this. So if we take a look at this, Warriors of Wakanda was the same as Atlantis, or sorry, Sword and Shield right here. I'll fix the order of these, but the order here goes the 500 gold. That was the very first season pass. Then Atlantis, then Love and Thunder, Heroes for Hire, Sword and Shield, and then it goes to Warriors of Wakanda and the Power Cosmic. I started putting dates in here as well so we can track it a little bit easier. But if we take a look at what we get with the Power Cosmic, this is really cool. So it's pretty standard up here. So the cards, the card variants, what you get for free and paid. What they did increase, though, that I thought was pretty cool, is that you get an additional card back through if you purchase the season pass. So previously we got one. What down here, it looks like we didn't get any. So we get 2 card backs, which are pretty cool. And we have titles now, which I think is pretty cool as well. So you can get titles through, obviously, this the paid side of the season pass, but also as you work through the different ranks, you can get titles there as well. So there is a way for free-to-play players to get titles if they would like it. As well as avatars and such, because as you can see, no avatars, no card backs, but you can get those through the ranked. So if you're free to play, don't feel that you're missing out completely, because you do have an opportunity to get additional avatars, card backs, and titles. So I think that's pretty cool. One thing I did learn, though, is with these season passes, the card backs, the variants, and all that stuff are specific to these season passes. So if you don't purchase the season pass, you are going to not have access to that. So just a heads up there if you're trying to decide whether it's worth it or not. Credits, look at this. So they boosted up credits for the free-to-play player a little bit, only by 100, but it's nice to see a little bit of a boost there. They also got some additional boosters. So the overall count, the overall total that you get is the same. They just moved a little bit over to the free-to-play player, which I think is pretty cool. And then gold stayed the same, 300, 900, with a total of 1,200. If you purchase the season pass, and you're going to get all of that. So I like what they did. They added a little bit more value to just free-to-play players to have access to just a little bit more, but they bolstered it up for those of us who do purchase the season pass. I have always thought the season passes were worth it. It's $10, and you get quite a bit of cool stuff with it. So I think it's pretty cool. So I would recommend it if you do invest in the game. All right, that is my thoughts. That's where we are with the current season pass. Now I want to move into the game and show you the Silver Surfer deck I put together. Having a lot of fun with it. So we'll walk through the deck and show you a couple games. So let's go ahead and take a look at that right now. All right, let's take a look at. You like the title? You like the title of my deck here? I don't know why I had Beach Boys in my head. All right, so if we take a look at the deck here. Obviously, with Silver Surfer, you're going to benefit from having mostly 3-cost cards. So that does limit you quite a bit. You either skip the first couple turns, and then you only have the last few turns to get your 3-cost cards out. But you also want to take into account the possibility of not pulling Silver Surfer. So there's a few things going on here. So ultimately, what I try and do, so the optimal thing, I try and get Brood on any location, doesn't matter what, whichever location fits the best, and Wolfsbane. So if you combine Wolfsbane and Brood, that's 25. With Silver Surfer, that's a 25 power location. And if you're able to boost boost that up again, like I use Odin to boost Silver Surfer, then that's going to bump them up to 37. So that really does dominate a location pretty easy. You can boost Silver Surfer. You can reactivate him if you use Wong. You can also use, if you have Absorbing Man, you can absorb Silver Surfer's ability, and you can do that as well. So there's a couple ways that you can get more than one reveal off of the Silver Surfer. My goal is really to pair up Odin and Silver Surfer. Now, as we work through this, I put a couple 2-cost cards in here just to give me the ability to boost up the power level on a location if I don't pull Silver Surfer, if I just get if I get bad RNG. Domino is a guaranteed round 2 play. The reason why I have her in there is so I can just start getting points on the board if all I have are 3-cost cards in my hands. So there we go with her. I use Mr. Fantastic, Captain America, just cards here to really bolster up the points. Again, just in case I don't get Silver Surfer, but they're 3-cost cards as well, so they're going to benefit from Silver Surfer when I pull him. Killmonger and Rogue, they're there just to counteract. There's a lot of 1-cost cards that I'm finding. It's a good counter to Thanos. It's a good counter to Patriot decks, things like that. So I like having Killmonger in there. It doesn't impact my deck at all because I don't have any 1-cost cards. Rogue, I like taking ongoing effects from my opponents here. So I think that's pretty cool. So I do use her strategically. She doesn't really come into play a lot, but she does work out pretty well. Polaris I have in here because 5-cost card on turn 3 if you pull her out, and she moves some cards around, which has been pretty helpful. She-Hulk. Now with She-Hulk, I try and, she's a turn 4 card if I'm able to get her there. So I will skip turn 3 if I have her in my hand. So a lot of what I'll do, like Angela will go down on turn 2. I'll skip turn 3 if I have She-Hulk in my hand. That way I pull her out. I can put her down on Angela and I have an immediately I have a high power level on that location. So it just kind of helps balance some of that out in case I get a lot of low-cost cards and I don't pull Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer typically will be a turn 5 card. I'll get the boost to the 3-cost cards, and then if I have Odin, then I'll put Odin down on Silver Surfer, and we'll buff up the 3-cost cards again. If I don't have Odin in my hand by turn 5, then Silver Surfer becomes a turn 6 card. So I'll put him down with whatever card really makes sense. So that's how I work that out. It's been working out pretty well with me. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Silver Surfer, my favorite Marvel hero, and it was actually my very first comic book that I started to collect. And I didn't start collecting comic books really until I was in, high school, really. So it was my first one really that I started my collection on, and it was pretty cool. It was the G.I. comic book, Garbage In, Garbage Out. I can remember that to this day. All right, so let's go ahead and play. Let's play a round or two. Hopefully they don't take too long, but I can show you how this deck works. Okay, so I immediately pull Angela, which is great. I got Odin and Silver Surfer, so I'm looking pretty good. I am going to skip this turn, obviously, because I can't do anything. Angela is going to come down and is going to work really well with Muir Island. So let's go ahead, throw her down there. Squirrel to each location. That doesn't help me much at all. However, with Killmonger, I should be able to, I will be able to clear the board, which will help me out quite a bit if I can pull him. All right, we're going on to turn 3. If I don't pull She-Hulk, then I'm going to throw somebody else down. Nope, we got the card. So I am going to... and I don't have any, no sense in using Rogue right now. Let's just do that. I'm going to lose Subterranea over there, it looks like. All right, here we go. See, this is not going to be fun, but I'll throw Brood down, and I'm just going to throw the rock over there. Definitely not optimal right now. But we are gaining. Muir Island is helping us stay ahead over there. And I just lost the ability to double up Silver Surfer and Odin. Yeah, this is not turning out well for me. I'm hoping I can pull... Killmonger. Because then I can use 2 3-cost cards, and I did not. If I use Silver Surfer 5, I'm only going to get 8. I've only got... it might work. It might work. Unless they've got... If they can buff up this. Well, so we'll go ahead. We'll throw Silver Surfer down and see what happens. $19.23. We just barely... That was not the ideal draws at all, but we just barely won that one. So that worked out pretty well. Mirror Island helped out a lot with this one here. Obviously having Brood there at least in 2 locations, and Silver Surfer beefing them up by 3 really helped out. So let's go ahead. We're going to do one more. She-Hulk, so we can go ahead and drop her on turn 4. Ongoing effects are doubled. That'll be cool. Cards here can't be destroyed. That'll be good for She-Hulk against Shang-Chi. Now this deck is a little weak against Shang-Chi because you do get some high power levels. So we've got Odin, we got She-Hulk, so we can get some... so we're going to skip turn 3 here. We got Wolfsbane. So here comes She-Hulk. If we pull Angela, Angela would be good to put down with Captain America. Okay, there we go. 3. We got Brood, which is going to be awesome. So actually, this will work out pretty well. Brood and Wolfsbane are going to come into play. Now, if we could pull Silver Surfer, I'll put Silver Surfer and Odin in the middle, and we should be golden. Okay, turn 5. Still no Silver Surfer, which really sucks. So now we got 2 3-cost cards we got to play. Oh, there's Silver Surfer. We're at -1 there. They've got quite a bit. I think we'll be okay. So if I play Wolfsbane here and I'll throw Silver Surfer down there. That should give us the win. Oh, they didn't even play. There we go. Yeah, that 25, that Brood Wolfsbane combo was pretty nice. That worked out pretty decently. I would have liked turn 5 for Silver Surfer and then turn 6 for Odin, but you can kind of see how this deck plays. So there you go. There's a few matches that you can take a look at. Very curious on your thoughts. What do you think of the newest season pass? What do you think of Silver Surfer? And definitely share your decks so that everybody can benefit from that. I'd like to hear any feedback you have on my deck as well. A lot of fun. Again, love Silver Surfer. All right, everybody, that's what I had for you. As always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.